guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be starting with Ice Nine Kills, and the song is called The American Nightmare. Now I believe this is a series of songs, 7 of them I think, that run one after another to make like a sort of a horror movie type scenario. So I'm really looking forward to this. Mason told me about this on the channel, told me there was like say it's horror themed, etc. So it's right up my street. And this extended cut, you know, well, it's an extended cut. If it's going to be horror related, I'm going to do extended answer because we want to see everything that we possibly can. I'm really excited to see this because when I first saw the guy from Ice Nine Kills, I don't know his name is, in the Hollywood Undead with Jacoby, etc., I thought his style and stuff was really cool, and I'm expecting more from this in his own band. Hopefully it's going to be a similar sort of sound as what he had in that song. But before we jump into this reaction, if you do actually like my videos, then please consider hitting like and subscribe. It supports me, it supports the channel, etc., and I appreciate it very much. And so without further ado, let's get straight into this horror set of videos, and we'll go with the first one now. Let's go. And the silver scream, very good. I like it already.
No, really, Colin. It's I'm happy for you. It's a major accomplishment. That couldn't happen to a better group.
Well, I just thought I'd call to check in, you know? There was some competitiveness between us back at school, and I wanted to make sure that me getting published before you, there were no hard feelings.
Certainly not. I mean, a rising tide raises all boats and whatnot. Look, you've been focusing on research, and I've been focusing on helping patients. Not a grumble in sight, mate. You know, look, I have another patient coming in Mo, so I'll have to let you go, you know, ta-ta. I'll see you at the next reunion.
Talking like a proper British posh person, this guy.
Mom, git.
And he goes back to common.
Karen! Karen, did Spencer Charnes's patient transfer files come in yet?
No, not yet.
Did you call?
No, I've emailed off.
Email? Karen, you have a beautiful life. Pick up a telephone and let's see if we can make it do something useful, shall we? I mean, apparently this Charles fellow is a burgeoning rock star. First impressions,
Dr. Black, Mr. Charnes is here.
Well, don't keep him waiting. What are you paying for? Ah, Spencer. May I call you Spencer?
Sure, everyone calls me Spencer.
Excellent. Take a seat.
Thank you,
We can get up to speed on your treatment thus far. Dr. Michelson's office has failed to forward your session notes in time for today, I'm afraid.
I don't think they're ever really going to, Doctor.
What makes you say that?
Well, I had been with Dr. Michelson for almost 2 years, and out of the blue, without any warning, he drops me. No phone call, an email, no less. And I guess I just feel a bit betrayed by the whole thing.
Absolutely. I was just making that very point with the... fresh start, new blood. Yeah. Well, what was it that was going on in your life that made you seek out therapy in the first place?
I had been having these really disturbing dreams. And most nights I can't fall asleep. And when I do, these nightmares wake me up.
Well, it's good that you've taken the first step and come in. I mean, you shouldn't feel silly about feeling the way you feel. I mean, these feelings are a part of you.
They're really pushing the boat out to make it like a film, aren't they? 3 minutes in and like no music yet. But I'm quite enjoying the little scene here with the psychiatrist and the obviously the guy who's having the bad nightmares. It's just cool.
You should never be embarrassed about being yourself. Well, let's start with your dreams then. I assume you had one last night. So why don't you describe it for me?
There's this girl.
Do you know this girl?
No. she actually looks very similar to your receptionist. She's young.
So she's getting dragged in then.
school, and I'm afraid for her.
Why, Spencer? What does she have to be afraid of?
It sounds crazy, but there's this entity, almost, I guess I would call it a dream demon, and it haunts her nightmares.
So the girl in your nightmares has nightmares.
This entity can hurt her in her dreams, but in real life too.
So the way he's portraying this is almost like Nightmare on Elm Street, where obviously Freddy Krueger gets people in the dreams when they're subconscious, etc. And then obviously if everyone's seen the film, which they probably have if they're a horror fan, they can pull him out of the dreams by keeping hold of him when they wake up, sort of thing. So I reckon he's going to go somewhere along the lines of maybe Nightmare on Elm Street with this one.
It's as if her dreams are spilling over to reality, and kids are dying in her town, and they think it's suicide, but it's not. It's this
Okay.
dream that's killing me.
Rest your head, here's a lullaby. A melody for heavy eyes. Early to bed, early to die.
Oh, okay. Oh! Wow! Right, well, I can't headbang fast enough. I'm getting a similar sort of feeling. Maybe not as hardcore as thingy, what they called, Slaughter to Prevail, but not as fast. There's like the screamy bits, and then the fast drums, and then there's like he sings a little bit normal, and it goes back to screaming, and it's like pretty cool. It's all happening, going off in mid at once. It's like, what's going on? Whoa, let's go. Oh, all right. Oh, I love it when bands do this. Oh, that's definitely going to Nightmare on Elm Street. There, it gets pulled into the bed. I love bands that do a shitload of energetic screaming, and I mean, even scream or rapping type thing, and then go into a melodic, slower chorus. I like it when bands do that. I think it's really, really cool. Anyway, let's see where she's going after being pulled into this bed. Ooh. Okay. What? Don't. What the fuck? Ooh. Oh. Whoa, it's definitely, it's getting me pumped up. It's definitely some sort of tribute to a Nightmare on Elm Street. Obviously, the slash on her belly, and the guy with the hat in the dark coming out of her dreams, giving her a good slashing. The music is absolutely bonkers. It's everywhere. It's up, it's down, it's left, it's right. It's fucking brilliant. I absolutely love music like this. It's cool as shit. And the horror stuff being thrown in with it is just, it's a bonus. Go. If he's slashing his way through the age of the silver screen, does that mean this band tributes all different horror movies, like from the past, like from the 80s, 70s, 60s, wherever, however? Because obviously Freddy Krueger, it was, I think it was 1984 for the first Nightmare on Elm Street. So then they carried on from there. So if this is a tribute to that, is he going to carry on with like Friday the 13th and other like Halloween and stuff like that? I'm expecting that sort of thing in different one, because this is definitely a theme to A Nightmare on Elm Street, especially with they're all playing like a boiler house type thing, which is a big part of the film if you haven't seen it. It's fucking brilliant. Two things that I love all mixed into one video: horror, fucking screaming. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, that was amazing. I love the way they got the Nightmare on Elm Street rhyme, the 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you, put into that song with different lyrics. Every time you hear a child singing a nursery rhyme in a horror film, it's really, 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 it messes with your head. It's like, it's really creepy, but you know, you see a kid like skipping on the front singing rhymes, and it's like, it's cute and stuff, but when they do it in horror films, it just seems to add that bit of like weirdness to it. It's, I love the way they're doing this. This is it makes me want to watch Nightmare on Elm Street from the beginning. Let's go. Go on. Oh, do you know, this is absolutely amazing, and it's so, I mean, I wouldn't say it was accurate to the films, but it's very, very reminiscent of the Nightmare on Elm Street films, and they're, like I say, one of my favourite film franchises. This video is super, super cool. I love it, love it, love it, love it.
Well then, what happened?
I don't know, I just wake up.
Yes, well, I mean, I can see why this would all be very troubling. So unfortunately, when it comes to matters of the mind, there are no shortcuts, no silver bullets. And unfortunately, I mean, we're going to get to the bottom of these dreams and what's causing them. It could take weeks of rigorous therapy.
I figured that, Doctor.
Maybe even months.
I'm willing to put in the work.
Excellent, excellent. Absolutely.
Years?
What? Oh, no. I was thinking of something else. I think in the meantime, some kind of sleeping aid should be in order. Unfortunately, my colleague across the hall is a psychiatrist, and she might be able to just whip you off a quick script for something, you know? Help you get through the night, so to speak. I'll just pop over the hall and ask her, and be back in a moment, okay?
Sounds good.
Ian, I've got another patient 15.
Not to worry, it won't take a moment. I was just wondering, are you aware of any studies that were conducted on serial killers as they were undertaking their killings?
What?
Well, I was just thinking that all of the Mental Health Society's studies on serial killers took place after the killings were already concluded, you know, when they were already behind bars.
Well, of course, no one could ethically study a murderer knowing full well. I mean,
Captain Obvious.
what made you think of that?
Nothing. I was just reading a colleague's article and thinking how useful it would be if we could study the killer while he was undertaking his murders and study how the psyche was altered by each individual killer.
Useful, maybe, but impossible to conduct from any sort of ethical position, though.
Yeah. Pity that.
Dreams like that, no wonder why you can't get any sleep.
Is that a picture of an elephant over there? Who is that riding that?
That's me, actually.
That's you. May I see it? Where was that taken, Doctor?
In Africa.
After I completed my residency, some friends and I did Doctors Without Borders, and it was probably the greatest experience of my life.
Is that where you got that figure, too?
Oh,
No, that's a fertility icon from Home Restoration.
Tell me, when was the last time someone told you what a fascinating woman you are, Doctor?
This is 5 milligrams of diazepam, but it's not a permanent solution.
Trust me, your signature will give me more relief than you know, Doctor. Thank you.
The town of Blairstown, New Jersey has been rocked yet again by a mysterious teen suicide. This marks the 9th overdose of the sleep-suppressant drug.
Hypnosil was a drug that was prescribed in the original Nightmare on Elm Street. So, like I say, I've picked up on that, and I like this film thing that they're doing alongside the music, etc. It adds a little bit of something else, and it feels like it's giving you a bit more background into what they're trying to achieve in the video. It's really, really cool. Obviously, he's nicked those blank prescription slips so we can keep getting the pills, but now it's saying in the thing that people are dying with Hypnosil. So maybe he's supplying people with these counterfeit prescriptions. Let's see. Okay. So if the next one continues on Friday the 13th, then clearly the next horror film they're going to start with is going to be Friday the 13th. That's what I'm going to predict right now. What a brilliant, brilliant video and piece of music that was. That's everything that I love about all the stuff that I watch and listen to. The music was fucking bonkers. It was everywhere. Like I say, it was brilliant. The screaming, the singing, the switch ups, the change downs. It was just everywhere and brilliant. Like a bit more mellow Slaughter to Prevail, because you can't get as high, you can't get as aggressive as those guys. But these they're nearly there. But then they go into the melodic choruses, which is cool as shit. And I love the fact that they're doing things with horror films. So if it's going to be a horror film with every video, I'm going to be able to relate to that, because I've seen a lot of horror films. And if the next one's Friday the 13th, then brilliant. I can't wait. What a great, great band this is. And I think it's going to be another one that I'm going to be listening to a lot. Like when I first discovered Falling in Reverse, I was hooked, and I think these are going to give me the same sort of vibes as that, because brilliant. I absolutely love that. Can't wait for the next one already. Anyway, if you like my videos, please like and subscribe, and support me on Patreon, Discord or Twitter, then the links are in the description. Thanks for watching us. I'll see you on the next one.